Well, the temperature's back up. It rained yesterday most of the day, so I suspect the grass will start growing pretty good. I mean, it's grown a lot better for July than usual. We've gotten a lot of rain this year, but it's usually thicker so far this year than it is right now. But I'm still going to cut it tomorrow. Down there where the chicken coop used to be, it just grows terribly fast. It's too thick for the John Deere. I got to go back and forth several times. So, no big deal. I cut it every other week. And I don't think it looks terrible every other week. I mean, it's not manicured like it is in the city. Oh, you got weeds. That's not grass, that's weeds. Yeah, I know, Mr. Troll. Thanks. I like my weeds. Look, weeds. I love them. But not a lot going on today. I've been editing videos for the other channel. I did 3 repairs all within 12 hours of each other. And I didn't get any time yesterday to do anything, but I barely made a video for this channel. So I got them all edited today, and I started early. I started at 6 o'clock this morning. It's been a job all day. So I got approval to fix this pump. I told you yesterday that the pump just shot water straight out of here. So ordered the part for that. So these two will probably go on Tuesday, be ready to go. That one's ready to go now. But I'm sure they don't want to pick one up and then come back later to pick the other one up. So they already asked for their bills so they could go get the money. And then yesterday, somebody came in with 2 weed eaters. This one, it needed I think I actually told you this yesterday, that's why I'm stumbling. But it needed I'll think of it here in a minute, the spark arrestor. So, you know, sparks don't shoot out. It needed cleaned, so I burned that off. And this one runs good. This one, he says, doesn't start. I got it to start right up. It runs pretty good too. So I'm just going to service it. And I've made a decision, that's what I'm going to do. When they bring them over and they say they don't run, and I can get them to run, I don't know what else to do. I give it back to them. And last year, this happened to me last year. Somebody brought me a leaf blower. Said it didn't run. I started it. He brings it back 2 days later, says it still doesn't run. I started it in front of him. He brings it back 2 days later, says it doesn't run for him. I tried to explain to him how to start it. Nothing. It just nothing. Yes, I have 2 shirts on. Yes, it's hot. So anyway, I went in and put a new carburetor on it. I didn't know what else to do. I mean, he just kept bringing it back. And I would start it. So I put a new carburetor on it. He hasn't brought it back since. I guess he just wanted a new carburetor and have it serviced. He could have just said, hey, put a new carburetor on it and have it serviced. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Otherwise, it's just, I'm wasting time. I sit around starting weed eaters all day long because they don't remember how to start them. The thing is there's instructions on them, so I don't get it. So that's a little bit, I mean, things are still coming in, that's the thing. You know, I got that Craftsman in yesterday. So I got 4 items in just in the last 24 hours. Got this, 5 items. And then I got 2 chainsaws from a guy. This one said it wouldn't run. Now I understand what he means by it wouldn't run. The chain, he doesn't know how to put chains on, is his problem. So down here, all these little teeth go into the bar down here on the bottom, and they're just all chewed up really bad. So that means the chain has popped off and hits the little stop down here on your chainsaw, and it just eats that up. Here's one that's really bad right there. I don't know, can you see that on the camera? Beats me. So put a new chain on it. That was only $10 for a good Oregon chain. So I gave him the one I had, because I just ordered some more. So it fits. So I can't really charge a lot. I mean, how much are you supposed to charge? Put on a chain. So I won't even get my hourly rate on that one. But it's some money. I don't know what to charge these people when they come in with these really simple problems. Here's the thing I say about chainsaws. With the chainsaw, it seems to me, you need to have at least a little bit of mechanical skill. Maybe learn how to sharpen the chain. Definitely know how to tighten the chain, because those can loosen up in 15 minutes. A new chain, he'll have to tighten that one in 15 minutes after running, because they expand. If he doesn't know how to do that, so it'll be loose again. I'll tell him he'll have to, tighten it, but he doesn't know how. So does that mean I have to show him? Do I get paid for the education? What's the liability? You need to know how to start a chainsaw. I see a lot of people just start it so dangerously. They do this two-handed thing, and it's not even the right way to do it. Although I don't even like the right way to do it, but they'll sit there and hold it, do this, and that thing's coming down, the blade's coming down on their leg. So every time they try to start it, what you're supposed to do is hold it in between your legs. Let me get it. You're supposed to hold it, I don't know what you can see here. Supposed to hold it in between your legs and start it. Now, the only reason you would start it this way is if it's a rocky terrain in the forest and you're worried that your chain is going to eat something when it's on the ground. Otherwise, you're supposed to be down on the ground starting it like this. So, nobody knows how to start them. Nobody knows the sequence. I mean, if you don't follow the instructions on these particular, like Craftsman and Poland, if you don't follow these instructions to the letter, it won't start. You'll flood it, or it won't ever get enough gas. So, I wonder how hard this one's going to be. Oh, this one I don't have to work on. Never mind. Forget that. I'm working on that weed eater. This one's done. It's got a new chain on it. Might need a little bit more tightening. And then he also brought me this Husqvarna. He says it needs a new bar on it. Well, that wasn't even close to what was wrong with this one. I think the bar is fine, although I can't test it. When he took the cover off, see, this is another thing. I think you should know how to do a little bit of stuff on your lawnmower. When he took the cover off, he had the brake engaged. So the brake is now engaged. When that happens, it breaks a piece in here that was supposed to rotate this around, and you can't get it to lock. You can get it to come over, but you can't get it to lock. So this is broke. The whole assembly is broke. So I bought an aftermarket one for $20. But I can't even see. That's supposed to sit flat right there. There's a spring underneath there. It's a huge spring. And I can't even get it to screw down properly. So it's shot. But he approved it. He said he didn't want to spend a lot of money on the Craftsman, which is fine. He's not. And I'm going to volunteer my time a little bit tomorrow. Do a little work around town to help out. I mean, I'm not supposed to brag, so I don't brag. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just letting you know that tomorrow's schedule is going to be a little tight. I got to cut our yard. I'm going to do some volunteer work. And then, I'm not even telling you what I'm doing. I'm just, just going to do it. And then we got to go shopping. That's Sunday for our shopping. So it's going to be a tight schedule, trying to get everything done, get the videos done. But I really want to do this work. It'll help out. So what else is going on? I don't think there's a lot going on. Let's see. We did laundry today. Got my new shirts washed. Was really worried that the printing wouldn't survive, but it looks like they did. I don't know how long that printing is supposed to last. It's that press-on printing. I don't know how it works, but basically it's like an iron-on is what it is. So the lady has this machine, and I watched the video of it, of her machine, and it prints it onto this kind of like wax paper or something, and it prints the design on there. And then she's got the design, she puts it on the shirt. Of course, she doesn't use an iron. She's got this press that heats up and heats it down. And that makes it stick. I watched it over there at the farmer's market. She did it over there at the farmer's market. It's a pretty neat operation. So, but yeah, that's all it is, an iron-on. It's kind of like an iron-on patch. Is what I remember when I was a kid. So, but she actually sells the prints too. You don't have to buy, excuse me, this shirt. And she's got this cool design right now. We went through a kind of like a hurricane here. It was short-lived, but there was like 80-mile-an-hour winds that went through here. And so people out on the lake just got stuck on it. It didn't rain, nothing. It was just huge windstorm. It looked like it was going to rain. And there's videos of boaters out there on the water trying to get through, out of the water. And the wind is pushing so hard their boat won't go. I bet it was scary being out on that lake. I don't know, it lasted 15, 20 minutes. Power was out for like 3 days, all around, everywhere. So they're calling it the hurricane of, it was on 4th of July, the 4th of July. So they're calling it the 4th of July hurricane. And so she came up with this pretty cool design, and she's been selling it to everybody. I mean, she's been out, yesterday's farmer's market, she ran out of prints. So I guess last night until about 11 o'clock, because she posted on Facebook. You can tell what time she got off Facebook. I guess she was printing more prints so she could have more for today's farmer's market. So I'm glad that, that her business is doing well. The thing is everybody's copying it. She was the first one to come up with the design. And now people are coming up with their own designs because of the idea. I mean, and the thing is, this is what's terrible about that kind of business, is she's doing really good. Every week it gets better and better on sales. She's doing really well, and it's going to peak. And then probably, I would imagine, September, October timeframe, that's going to fall down. And she's going to run out of customers. And of course, the farmer's market's going to end too. And so I've been trying to think all day, what else she could do that would grab everybody's attention. But that farmer's market is going to be a good deal for this town. It's going to help out a lot of people. Well, I guess I'm going to jump off here. So if you'll click this up next box, take the video over to my other channel. Really appreciate it if you go check it out. So if I can inspire you, I don't know, just keep at it so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.